Alright, I'm gonna need everyone to watch this video all the way through and interact to help break the censorship, because this needs to be at the top of everyone's page. Earlier yesterday morning, dozens of displaced Palestinian worshippers gathered at the El Tabi'in school in Gaza City to perform Salat al-Fajr, or the dawn prayer. And before the sun even had the chance to rise, these Palestinians were martyred in cold blood. Hundreds of Palestinians were brutally murdered, and hundreds more were severely injured and wounded. Some people are even calling this the worst massacre to happen since the beginning of the genocide in October. I can't even describe the scenes that followed this massacre. The videos that came out of Gaza were nothing short of a literal nightmare. In one of the videos, you can see a young Palestinian girl who is walking on the rubble of the school, and everything around her is in flames and in ruins. She was screaming while searching desperately for her father, who she had lost during the explosion, and all she found was his body parts. Like so many other of the Palestinians who were murdered in this massacre, not a single body was left intact. This massacre was so horrific that there were literally limbs and flesh and bones lying around this entire school, and nobody knew what belonged to who. It was literally a bloodbath. No one could recognize who the body belonged to. So the Gaza Health Ministry had to estimate the death toll by weighing 70 kilograms as equaling the flesh of one person martyred. There were literally bags of flesh and bones lying around this school. Bodies and corpses of people's loved ones literally scattered across the rubble of a shelter. And on top of them were the pages and books of the Holy Quran, the holy book in Islam, literally being ripped, covered in the blood of Muslims. I mean, just take the symbolism of that. The holy book of Islam soaked in the blood of a Muslim. And Muslim and Arab leaders are continuing their support for the Zionist regime. The people of Gaza have already sent a message to these treacherous leaders. That it is the people of Gaza who are paying the full price for the treachery of Arab and Muslim leaders who continue to normalize, who continue to stay silent, who continue to be complicit in the Zionist slaughter of our people. It is very clear that Israel's intent was to deliberately murder innocent Palestinians. This wasn't an act of war. It was a massacre that was carried out with full impunity. And the most outrageous part about all of this is it happened just hours after the United States decided to release another $3.5 billion in funding to the Zionist occupation for weapons. This massacre happened with US-made bombs, with US tax dollars. The Zionist occupation continues its genocidal campaign of Palestinians in Gaza with the full support of its imperialist backers in North America and Europe. It gets no consequences for systemically slaughtering our brothers and sisters. Listen, I know that the occupation's brutality may seem endless, but we have to refocus here, and we have to remain determined in our effort to stop this. Because although their moral depravity may seem endless, so is the resistance and the resilience of our people in Gaza. They refuse to stop. They will not give up, and neither should we. The names of our martyrs will be remembered in the hour of liberation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of our martyrs and allow us to be used in the path toward liberation, and grant strength to our people, Ya Rab.